What is good, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today we've got a lot of great topics from across the industry, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So Nintendo will be announcing a new play using the Nintendo Switch later today, and a mysterious new website has opened. I'm gonna go ahead and get into the article here first. Then we're going to talk about some of the speculation surrounding it, and of course the time. January 18th, 2018, 7 o'clock. Nintendo has opened a mysterious Japanese website titled 2018 1.18 with the image listed right here on January 18th, Thursday at 7 a.m. JST. New play using Nintendo Switch will be introduced on this page. January 18th at 7 a.m. JST is January 17th at 2 p.m. PT, 5 p.m. ET, 7 p.m. UK, meaning whatever Nintendo plans to announce will be revealed later today for the rest of us. So this is going to be very, very interesting because there's been some translations as far as what Nintendo has said on the site, and Nintendo has also stated that this is for kids and kids of heart. So what they're aiming for is more of the family play demographic with this announcement, and it could be some type of peripheral or accessory to the Nintendo Switch. Tatsumi Kimishima, now this goes into the speculation phase here, guys. Tatsumi Kimishima has stated that they plan on introducing new types of play in order to get more people to pick up the Switch and play games on the Switch. Right now, the system's dominated by the demographic of 18 to 35, somewhere in that range. Most people who are purchasing the Switch are in that age range, although people are also buying the Switch for their kids as well. So it looks like Nintendo's trying to kind of capitalize on that momentum that they're having after the holiday season. A lot of kids did get a Nintendo Switch for Christmas and all of that, and I think that they're trying to introduce some new ways that gamers can interact and play with the Nintendo Switch in order to broaden the demographics of the system. But what could this be? There's been speculation running rampant from Goat Simulator from one of my users, which that's not going to happen. Although I do think that Goat Simulator could come to Nintendo Switch at some point. I don't think they're going to set this up for Goat Simulator, so it's not going to be that. But then I've also heard people talking about how it could be Nintendo's AR focused, or like cards or toys or things like that, using the IR on the Nintendo Switch, the camera, as far as on the Joy-Con. And Nintendo actually introduced this at the Nintendo Switch presentation 2017, where it showed Koizumi, where he had like rock, paper, scissors. He was kind of doing that with his hand, and you saw it kind of translate out there. Maybe it's something to do with that. Now, we also did have some news that the Animal Crossing producer, she also retweeted this announcement of whatever it's going to be. So maybe she's involved with the process. Some people are trying to say, oh, well, maybe it's Animal Crossing, and I don't think it's going to be Animal Crossing. At least, I mean, it might be, but I don't think it's going to. I don't know for sure. I don't know what the announcement's going to be. So that's just speculation there. Maybe she's involved with it. And then there's also some people that were tweeting out, some people in the industry that said maybe it has something to do with Nintendo's patents that they put out, talking about the technology with IR and all of that. So I'm really intrigued by this as someone who does have a small child. As far as my daughter goes, she's going to be turning 6 this year, and we're looking for games that I can play with her on the Nintendo Switch. We've kind of run out of options so far, so if Nintendo can introduce something really cool, that would be great. Now, my own personal wish for this thing, which probably won't come true, but my own personal wish is like Nintendo's own form of Skylanders. I would really want that to play with my daughter, but I have no clue what this is going to be, and I would not hype yourself up to be like something amazing. I've even heard some people try to come at me and say, hey, well, maybe it's Retro's next thing. I'm like, look, you're gonna set yourself up for disappointment if you're expecting Retro to be announcing something. So guys, go in there with lower expectations. Now, if you have a child and maybe you're looking for this to be good for you to play with your child, or for the larger demographic, then I guess you can go in with some higher expectations. But if you're looking for like Retro's next project or anything like that, or something crazy, don't expect that, guys. It's just something to broaden the demographics. It's not anything to be like a major groundbreaking in terms of for core gamers out there. It's not like a Metroid Prime 4 or like a Pokemon or something like that. So just relax when it comes to the announcement and check out what happens later today. So I'll definitely be providing coverage on it, so look forward to more videos later today on the matter once we actually find out what it is. Alright, and moving into the next article here, we do have a rumor that Microsoft is planning to resurrect the Fable series, and that Playground Games will be developing the story-driven open world Fable game. So they're rebooting it. It's story driven, it's open world. So let's go ahead and get into the article here, and shout outs to Gamatsu for it. So Forza Horizon developer Playground Games is developing a new entry in the Fable series, according to a Eurogamer report citing sources close to the project. The new Fable is said to be a story and character-focused open-world action RPG. A significant investment is planned to be put into its development, with around 200 people set to work on the game at Playground's newly established Leamington Spa studio. The game is said to be in its early days of development, with the studio currently in the double digits staff-wise and hiring to reach its triple digits target. While all Fable assets from Lionhead Studios, the shuttered former developer of the Fable series, have been backed up, the new Fable is expected to be starting from scratch. So they do have what they did before, but they're doing something completely different. And for those who don't know, I'm a huge Fable fan. I am definitely a big Fable fan. I have played Fable 1, absolutely loved it. Played Fable 2, it was good, not bad. And Fable 3 is complete trash. So I do love the franchise. I like the series. Fable 2 is where I put most of the hours in, just because there was just so much content in that game, and there was like some DLC and stuff. So I really like Fable. Fable came out when I was in high school, the first one, and then college for the second one, and I'm a big fan. I think I've put hundreds of hours into the Fable games in general. And then they did the remaster on the Xbox 360 as well, and I played that one. I didn't beat it all the way through because I had already beaten it before, but I just played it and bought it just to show my support. Plus it was cheap after a bit, so I did play that. Fable Anniversary, that's what it was. So I'm looking forward to this. Obviously it's early in development and we don't know all the specifics of it as far as what they're going to do, but I'm down for an original brand new Fable game with story driven and open world RPG elements. That's kind of how the original Fable was. It wasn't completely open world, but it kind of had that open world feel at times. I mean, not really, but that's kind of like what you're going for in that game, to where you can kind of go where you want to go, take on quests, kind of be evil or be good based on your deeds. So I'm hoping that they go in that direction, and it seems like that. And I think it's ripe time for a reboot, but it seems like this game won't be for the next couple years. So we probably won't hear anything about it in terms of actual gameplay footage and stuff that we can see for at least a minimum a year. So we'll see what happens, but either way, I'm excited to hopefully get a new Fable game. Remember, this is a rumor, so you can take it with a grain of salt, but I would say that Eurogamer probably wouldn't report on this if there wasn't some shred of truth to it. So I do feel that a Fable game is going to come, but we just have to wait and see as far as the full confirmation from Microsoft. So what do you guys think about a potential brand new Fable game coming to the Xbox One or to another Xbox system? Who knows? Maybe a next generation one, maybe a dual release. Who knows at this point? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the final article here. Apparently some Japanese gamers were polled on the top franchises that they want to see come to the Nintendo Switch, and Animal Crossing came in at #1. So let's go ahead and get into the full list here. There was around 2,423 replies to a survey, and this was from Goo Ranking. So let's start with number 21, then we'll work our way down. So at number 21, the new Inazuma 11 series. Number 20, a new Rhythm Heaven. Number 19, the new Dragon Quest Builders game. Number 18, the new Shin Megami Tensei. Number 17, a new Grand Theft Auto. Interesting. Number 16, a new Ace Attorney. Number 15, a new Mario Maker. Number 14, a new Harvest Moon. Number 13, a new Resident Evil. Number 12, a new Ogre Battle. Oh, another interesting choice. Number 11, a new Earthbound. Number 10, a new Kingdom Hearts. Number 9, a new Mario Party. Number 8, a new Kirby series. Number 7, a new Tales series. Number 6, a new Taiko Drum Master. Number 5, a new Final Fantasy. Number 4, a new Fire Emblem. Number 3, a new Pokemon. Number 2, a new Smash Bros. And number 1, a new Animal Crossing. So some of these are coming true. Obviously, we're getting Ace Attorney. We're getting Shin Megami Tensei. We're getting Dragon Quest Builders. We're getting Kirby. We're getting the new Tales game. I mean, there are multiple games on this list as far as games that we are going to get, but some of them are even more interesting because, like a new Resident Evil, there are no other Resident Evil games announced for the Nintendo Switch at this point, so if we get something from there, that would be pretty cool. Also, another thing here, Animal Crossing. That's another big one that gamers really want across the world. Doesn't matter where you're at, whether you're in Europe, US, North America, Japan, everyone wants a new Animal Crossing. So it's going to be interesting to see if Nintendo actually releases a brand new one, or at least announces a brand new one in 2018. Personally, for me, I would absolutely love to see a remake of an old school Final Fantasy game come to Nintendo Switch. Final Fantasy VI, that would be the game that I would target, and I'd love for them to remake that, even if it was like PS3 level graphics or so, shiny PS3 level graphics. I would even take that. It doesn't need to be anything cutting edge. It doesn't need to be Final Fantasy 15 and all that stuff. It just needs to be a great remake of a classic Final Fantasy game, and I would be completely down with that. But just Square Enix, they have something against actually making Final Fantasy games for Nintendo systems, so I don't know if we'll ever get that, but that would be my pick for something as far as a new Final Fantasy game. I would absolutely love to see a brand new Golden Sun as well. I'm a little surprised that Golden Sun isn't on this list, but there's some great picks overall. So what do you guys think about all this list here? I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube live gaming page and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. But check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.